All right, you guys, welcome back to the Shellisphere podcast. We have a special guest with us today. We have our guy Orange.
Yes.
We got Orange on the orange couch.
Orange on the orange couch. I like that.
And guess what he's going to tell us about? He lost a woman to a stud.
He told us.
And we want to have a conversation.
Well, let's cheers to this episode first.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through.
No problem. Always
For
with the family.
sure. And he's going to be honest. So if y'all are easily triggered by anything, this is not the podcast to watch, period.
Yeah. This is not an interview that you want to watch.
Period. All right, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, let's get into it.
What happened?
So, I was in love with a woman. Thought I was treating her good. Thought I was treating her right. You know, we lived together. And found out she was cheating on me. When I say cheating on me, you know, I'm looking for a guy. I'm not looking for no woman. So when I found out that she was cheating on me with a woman, it broke my heart. You know, it's like,
Damn.
For me, I guess to get in the deep part about it, like, you know, you pretty much like, what can a woman do for you that I can't do for you?
Yeah.
And you know, you build a little hatred, you know, a little bias. Hate to use those words, but it's just the truth,
It
you know,
is what it
because
is.
I was hurt. I didn't understand. And I don't know, just like you started to question yourself as a man too. Like, damn, am I good enough? Was I not good enough? Then you go into shit, how that affect your next relationship. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? You started off by saying you thought that you were treating her right. You thought that. Do you feel like you wasn't? Or is that what she expressed to you? Like her reasons?
Well, we often had conversations about connecting on like an emotional level. And my thing was, you know, working, trying to be a single father. The balance get hard to like spread your love everywhere. That's why I always say when people be like, man, it take 10 people for me to please everybody. Because sometimes that's true. You can't please everybody.
That is true.
You can't.
But the people that you should be pleasing, that's what's important.
Yeah.
And I kind of got off track with that.
Got
My understanding, you know, first thing I thought was maybe, you know, a woman can connect with a woman on an emotional level because they know what a woman want. But she just was happier. She was just happy. And even though that relationship didn't work out with who she was, she stayed on that path.
Oh, okay.
So she never entertained women prior to that?
Not that I know of. No, not that I know of. Wasn't open to like any threesomes or nothing. But I guess it was like, this is it. I'm going to try something new.
What type of stud? She had a Manny Fresh stud?
You know, one with dreads. You know the dreads, the fades.
Kind of like our setup.
Yeah. Kind of like y'all set
It
up.
was one of those?
Yeah, kind of like y'all set up. I got like really, I would say like really manly vibes because like I said, it was a bias. So in my mind, I'm like, you know, this person pretending to be a man. But it ain't a man. You know, remember the last time I was there, I was saying like, you know, you want to act like a man, treat you like a man, but somehow it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. Like,
Okay. So, like, take us through it. So it was a cheat. It was a cheat.
How did you
call
find
her
out?
cheat? Yeah.
yeah, it was a cheat. It was like, you know, I went through her phone, and I only went through her phone because she was doing it to me. It wasn't like
You had no desire.
no desire to do it. It was merely like a tit for tat. Like you did this to me, so I'm gonna do this to you. And what's her name? Like what the hell was her name?
Don't say her name.
Oh, right. Okay, no, don't say her name, but it was like a girl name, but it was like, so I went searching
Right.
I was searching for like a girl.
The best cover.
You feel me? Like this one of the homegirls. I start noticing like, damn, this person call you all the time. And I know this ain't your best friend or somebody you close with because I've been dating you for like 2 years. So where this person come from?
Right. And we don't do no new friends.
Right.
Relationships like that. I don't.
And so I just, scroll through the messages. I'm like, what the hell? You fine. We should go out. You be playing. He won't mind.
He won't mind. She hit her with that.
Yeah. Like,
I think y'all do, man, when it comes to us. Like our type.
Yeah.
I do think.
Really?
Yeah.
Would it be a difference if it was a feminine woman? Would the reaction be the same?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reaction would be the same. But I think, to be honest, I'd probably been like more into it, trying to like persuade her, like, get her to mess with me or something like that. But once I would have found out like she left me for that person, then I would have had the same reaction, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that's something that she been fighting within herself probably most of her life?
Come and think about it, maybe.
You say y'all was together for 2 years.
We was together for 2 years, but I just be thinking like...
Swing your mic to you instead of you leaning into the...
I just be thinking like, people get tired of, certain shit and then they just branch off to something new and they like it there or they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you say you were...
go ahead.
You say you were questioning yourself.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was, doubting myself like, damn, am I not pleasing her sexually? Am I not providing financially, giving her that physical security to a point where she feel like a woman can do it better than me?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I think it was more for her, like an emotional thing, like somebody to actually like listen to her and like take time and consider what she want.
Mm.
So it initially did you have animosity toward the other woman?
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah. Because I felt like, as a man, we kind of had like this like, oh, you ain't taking shit from me type of vibe. Like, what I'm saying? I'm going to stand on business, as they say, what I'm saying? Like, but...
So y'all went through it?
We went through it. I mean, we went through it. But, honestly, it was kind of like, to me, like, pettiness. To be arguing with a woman at the end of the day, like...
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Like, it's still a woman to me, so I'm like, I ain't finna be arguing with a woman, but motherfucker, like, oh, she with me now. What you gonna do about it? Right. I'm just like, shit.
Cutting
you right.
Skin.
I don't like that.
Yeah, to throw it in your face type.
I don't like that.
Because I would like to transition in peace.
So
for real.
How would you have handled the situation if like you took my woman and like me and you got into it? Like, would you like try to have like, I guess a man-to-man conversation?
Yeah, I definitely try to have a woman-to-man conversation. I would definitely try to do that.
Yeah.
I was in a situation where a woman left her guy for me, and they had a young son and everything. It was her that handled it though.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have the responsibility of interacting with him.
And it should have been like that.
It wasn't. I had never met him. I had never seen him or anything. I heard his voice, but the way she handled it that way. So I wasn't able. And she had also had a ex-husband, and him and I were great. We were friends. So I don't even know how I would have. I don't know how I would have handled it if. I wouldn't come to you all bogus like, yeah, I got your woman.
Yeah.
I think that was more so. Let me clear that. I think that was more so like a response to my
Your
aggression.
reaction. Okay.
Like,
Okay.
she with me because I came on some. And to be honest, now that I think about it, I probably only came at her like that because she was a woman. Because like, if it was a man, I wouldn't have said anything. I've been like, if you want to be with him, go be with him. You got it, bro. But since it was a woman, like I said, my pride was hurt.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Go back to
I,
the
I,
dude.
I love this level of honesty, this
Yeah,
ownership.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling it too. You had something to say, didn't you?
I'm not Nuki. Anelsia. I never had a situation like that where I don't really entertain straight women,
Mhm.
not by choice. Like it's not like a yeah. And so it's not gonna be that anyway. Like he went mad. I just wouldn't do it. So I feel like girl just always been that. And society will put this pressure on you to be a certain way. And it is a lot easier to deal with you guys, like from a social standpoint, from you know what I mean? Like just the way everything was conditioned. So it's easier to be with you guys in that way, but it's also misery for those who really not attracted to men, but just trying to like live up to this idea or this or conditioning. You know what I mean? Like trying to stand in that. So it's definitely not you that you would do anything wrong. Because women are, when you say we know more what a woman want, women don't even know what they want. Let's be
honest.
clear. Like I hear a lot of men say that women get bored easily. Like something always have to be moving. And just like you made me realize, the last time you was with us when you was like, how do women expect a man to provide and be present? That's hard.
Yeah.
That really is hard to do. Like life is a balancing act. Like the word balance is an action word. Like you're trying to put your energy in places that you want to see grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes you forget about yourself, or sometimes something gonna wither away and die because it's not being watered enough. So I think women do require a lot.
Yeah.
But yes, I don't think it's you. I don't think it's you at all. Especially let me ask you this. Did you feel like because it was I'm gonna just say stud, just to keep it quick.
It was a stud.
It was
Yeah.
stud, yeah.
I wanted to say masculine presenting woman. Did you feel like why would you choose something that's similar to a man and just not be with a man? Because I would like to answer that.
I mean, it's always, like I said, it was a bias, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like at the time, like I never really had like too close of a relationship with a stud. So at the time, I was thinking like, you pretending to be a man. Why you want to be with somebody that's pretending? Like, you know what I'm saying? And, ignorant thoughts.
Yeah.
Motherfucker ain't got no real penis, none of that. Like, you can't appropriate with her. You can't have no babies. And I know she had expressed to me, she wanted to have a family, you know what I'm saying? But now that I'm more educated and more understanding that, there's ways and, people live their life. But when you like first dabbling in it, you don't understand. It's the unknown. Like, and we all fit the unknown.
Yeah. Oof.
I feel you.
Yes, we do.
I want to ask a question. It's kind of, how do you feel about how we set the question up? We're discussing you losing your woman to a stud. Is that disrespect? How you feel about that? Like, you get what I'm trying to?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Like most would be like, I ain't lose her. Like, how you feel like, is that like a disrespect? Is it for us to come to you and ask you to discuss this?
No, I mean, it's the past. We live and we grow. But, at the time, like, it was hurt. I don't feel disrespected because it's like, it's facts. That's what happened.
So you feel you refer to it as a loss?
It was a loss.
That's what he said under the post. That's the reason why I said it had a conversation. Because he framed it that way.
Yeah, it was a loss. Like,
gotcha.
I didn't like give up or nothing. It was like This person chose this person and left me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Could she had ever come back?
No, she did come back. I didn't say that part. She
Ooh,
did,
talk
but it wasn't like a comeback, like that type of comeback. It was like I seen her in the club, led to the crib that and next day gone. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure I caught her in between like a single moment, and she caught me in between like a single moment.
Okay, so it wasn't done on the girl that.
Yeah, it wasn't like a get back, like a cheat, but it was like for me like a shit. If I could win you back,
okay,
I am because yeah, because like before her, you know, man, we try to play so tough, but I had never like ever broke up with a woman. I always
that
like
loss was hard to deal.
I always like lost them. You know what I'm saying? Like they left me. So the first time I really like walked away from a woman, I was like, okay, cool. You know, I got like some pride about myself.
Okay.
What were some of the commonalities in those breakups or those women leaving?
Just like my drive, like my draft. So like, you know, my background, I really didn't have that like foundation. So I was just trying to build that foundation, and I wasn't letting nothing get in the way with that, especially like being a single father. Like I'd be so like big on like making sure my son got what he need, I got what he need. And then it's like, okay, if you come along, then that's cool.
Yeah.
But if not, then it's gonna work without you. And nobody likes feeling optional. And that's my problem. I was like making people feel optional.
Yeah, I got a problem with that. I just learned that.
Yeah, I mean,
Making people feel optional.
Making people feel optional. It's the same complaint I've been getting for years, but it's been coming in different words. Now I get what they're saying.
Yeah,
what they've been saying.
This day and age, I was just telling, I was having this talk with one of my friends. It's like, we live in an optional world now. Like, it's just so like.
So many options.
So many options. You could go on the internet and meet somebody in a whole nother country. You know what I'm saying? You could meet somebody somewhere. Everything's an option. Like, if I don't like this, I can go with this.
Yeah.
But on the back end, we don't like feeling optional. I know I don't like feeling optional. Like
me neither.
I don't.
I always tell people like, if I want your first choice, don't even hit me up. That's how I be. Like,
and that's what I've been like, and I gotta stand on that.
Yeah, you have to.
But that's how I realized that I make people feel like they options too though.
But,
I do the same thing.
And you know, people hate that. It's like, I'll make you feel how you made me feel. You're not a Cancer, are you?
No, I'm a Pisces.
Okay. Let me throw this in there though, because I'm kind of in a weird space with that, because I feel like when I made women feel like they was optional, they treated me better. They stayed longer. They appreciated me more.
Kind of got a point, yeah.
I learned that works. I just don't never take that approach. I've slipped into what I'm used to.
Yeah.
You know what?
But it works.
I tell you what, for me, it worked to a certain point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, as I got older, you know, I stopped like trying to make people feel optional, because I didn't like how it felt for me when a person made me feel optional.
Yeah.
So it works to a certain point, but sometimes I always tell people like, if I'm doing the same behavior for like 10 years, you know,
now that's too far.
Now, no. But it happens.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You probably started dating in your teens. You probably got serious till like you was late 20s. But between that time, that 10, 15 years, you made somebody feel optional.
Yep.
That shit don't stop overnight. You just don't wake up and be like, oh, I changed my behavior. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So it takes time to like change. And people sometimes don't understand that change takes time. Like they think it's instant. We want the instant shit. Like you can go on Uber and order change. Let me order some change, some understanding, and some emotional intelligence. And some patience. You know what I'm saying? And that shit don't work.
It doesn't.
No.
And some people can't learn that shit at the same time. Like some people have to be like, okay, let me learn emotional intelligence. Let me learn patience. Let me learn this.
One at a time.
Yeah.
And just constantly choosing that every single time until you become consistent at it without having to choose it. It's just like a natural thing. But some people are optional.
Some people are.
They are. Like,
Some people are.
everybody
yeah.
can't get treated like you're chosen. Because sometimes you're just not. You might just be there for a season to teach me whatever, or me to teach you whatever, but
that's true.
everybody is not chosen. And so I wouldn't want every person that I deal with to feel chosen.
That's true. Now that you look at it.
Yeah.
Now that you look at it.
I
But
like
when you in the moment though, like
Yeah, I'm in hey.
when you in the moment, it's like, damn, is this the one?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's right. Just gotta apply that. I can dig that.
Yeah. But you
Oh.
gotta, I feel like this though. Let's say you took away from everything that you was focusing on. And like, if you come along, you come along. If you take away from that, then they gonna start looking at you like you too available.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't like that neither. So that's what I mean. Like, women don't know what women want neither.
That's true. I mean, my guy was just talking about that, like, man, bro, she liked me because my ambition. Now she get a taste of it, and I'm never around them. I'm always doing something that's a problem.
Yep.
You know, but this what attracted her to me. So,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, that balance is just crazy. Back to what you said. Like you said, it's an action. Like,
Yep.
and it's a hard ass action, especially as you get older. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and you take on more shit.
And I think, like, at the beginning, what attracts us, right? When no feelings involved, yeah, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But as you start feeling a
that's-
person
yeah.
and feelings get involved, what they desire and what they need from you
It
shifts.
shifts.
Yeah,
It changes.
Mhm.
it changed. Yeah.
That's kind of like when you got a sad chick, right?
And
She down to ride, whatever. There's nothing. It's
Yeah.
cool, do your thing. As soon as the feelings get involved, be like, what?
And you know what though? And when it shifts with no communication.
Yeah.
Right.
It shifts with nothing but expectation.
Right.
Yep.
Without you even knowing.
For you to know that you
Because
to
you're
pick up
supposed to
on
be
some-
paying attention
Yep.
and learning
Yeah.
her behavior and just understand. I tell
Yeah.
them all the time, like, I don't read minds.
Nope.
Just communicate. But when I'm finding out that it's so hard to communicate your feelings without being vulnerable or without like
Yep.
expressing a type of hurt.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
people just hold shit in and don't communicate and till they like, man, I can't take this shit no more. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Mm.
I wanted to ask, going back to somewhat of the topic, would you date a woman, a lesbian woman? Would you date a bisexual woman
Well, I date a bisexual woman.
that mess with masculine presenting women? Would you go through that again?
But not in the same way.
Not in the same way.
Not in the same way. For me, it would have to be like, she like, yeah, I did that, but now
Yeah.
I'm back on the straight now. I couldn't date someone that's like, oh, I date women too.
At the same time.
At the same time as like dating me.
Okay.
For one, it'd be like a trauma thing to me to like go back through that, like competing with a woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the trust is always there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, is this one of her home girls or is this somebody she fucking with? Or why you always with her? You know, I can't leave y'all in the house together. Shit like that. So,
So no,
nah,
you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
nah.
And the crazy part is a lot of women get away with they feminine friends because nobody suspect anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why.
The way they play with each other, everything be like, we could never get away with that without somebody suspecting that it's a thing.
Yeah. It's a whole world out there that a lot of men ain't aware to. And I'm getting hipped on. So, fellas, when y'all see this, man, just know they giving y'all the game, man.
Sis.
So with people, I made a video on this before when they be like, if you're gonna date somebody that look like a man, why not just be with a man? And what I try to help people understand is that everybody has a type, right? So if I'm attracted to women, there's a certain type of woman, whether they look alike across the board or not, but it's something in them that's the same in every one of those women that you've attracted, right? You have a type.
Yeah.
So just like you got some women into street guys, some women into corporate guys, blue collars, you know what I mean? They have a type. So when you attracted to women, it's the fact that it's a woman. And it just happened to fall in this type of
Right.
like more, masculine presenting, more masculine in her energy.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's just a type.
So what about the type that's like, they go back and forth, like it's like femme stuff. What about them type? Do y'all ever like dated? Have y'all ever dated them?
I know women
Huh?
that like studs and feminine women. They just like women.
Yeah.
They're just way more open.
Is that a
No,
category?
he asked if you've ever done it.
Yeah, because
That was if
like
you've
I
ever
learned that
dated someone
I seen
goes
like some
back and
stud
forth.
that goes back and forth. Like they wear
She's
heels,
stuck.
dresses,
No, I'm listening.
makeup, and then sometimes they dress like a stud.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing that.
No.
No.
I'm not doing that. I need you to know where you're going. I don't I don't knock anybody who's what is it called? What's the word for it? That's diverse, I guess.
Yeah.
That's more like open to.
We be like the Tiana Taylor type. That's what we
I
like.
like that.
Now, see, that's different. To me, she just dressed like a Leah. She just, you know what I mean? Like that's like asking me if I date a Leah. See, that's a different ball game because she kind of stayed. It's like she blurred the lines a little bit. Like it's
right.
Yeah, it's not like from one extreme to the next. I can't do the one extreme to the next because I need something a little bit more stable. I need something like where you going?
Yeah.
Like who are you?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like she be on that. Like sometimes you don't know where she going, but
Tiana?
yeah, I feel
No,
like
she's very feminine in everything that she do. She's very
That's all I
feminine.
get.
Yeah.
She's more
Yes.
dominant. She's more dominant. Like I think she was the one bringing the women to the bedroom for her.
Really?
Yeah. What?
right. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like maybe she was into it more. Like
Yeah.
They
You never
speculating
know.
that's why they going through a divorce because she would rather be with women, but that's just a speculation. Is
speculations always have some honesty to it.
Yeah. Okay. They do. What else we got
Oh
though?
man. I don't know. I like how honest you are. Like about
always.
so I be telling the guys at the gym, we be talking about like them touching a little bit more on a like feminine side. I'm starting to think if that's asking too much of you guys with because I feel like physically, like on average, like y'all are superior, right?
Yeah.
So y'all have to figure out the physical world. Like when y'all go out there,
Yeah.
y'all hunters in a sense, right? So it's like, how do you balance that out with also trying to be emotional to tap into that side with your woman? It's like, girl, go get you some friends.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Type shit.
And a lot of times it be the wording too with men. The men don't like that word. Like feminine side, they don't really like that. Like
I mean, but we possess both energies.
I know,
though.
but when we hear that word,
weak, gay.
What do
hear
you
like
want to hear?
weak, like you calling me a female. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wait, he said weak though.
They
I mean,
associate
like-
weak, gay.
I mean, just like that word is like a striking word to us. It's almost like punk.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, words like that, so it's just the wording. But I think a lot of men are now getting like more emotionally in tune and realizing like, look, bro, you don't have to be the toughest in the room. You don't have to be the strongest. You're going to have weak moments. We are experiencing that, but it's still striking when like you have a woman and she's just like not understanding that.
Mm.
Like, you like, I'm dating a woman now and it's real her is like, she gonna see this. But when her is like, oh, you can't have no weak moments. She's so like, all right, Orange, it happens. Get it back.
Oh.
When I'm like, man, you know what? I just want to take some time out and realize that this just happened to me.
Yeah, I think that's important though.
Yeah, she got to carve out that.
Yeah.
That's what Marquita always say. You got to carve out that time for it.
By them being the hunters and dealing mostly with like the physical world, right? I feel like when y'all get home, that should be, since we're emotionally superior, there should be, if a woman know how to create space for y'all emotions, that will make y'all more effective out in the physical world and less destructive.
Yeah. No.
But if you constantly holding that because it's being viewed as weak, now I ain't telling you just boohoo crying all day.
No.
That's different. But you should be able to express like what's going on with you because y'all gonna find a solution anyway, just through talking.
Yeah.
Y'all more
Yeah.
solution oriented. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
once you get that out, it's like, lady, I ain't really asking you to
What's crazy is I had
solve anything.
I had seen a post that helped me get through that. You know how you be on the internet and you read stuff and it said that protectors need to date healers.
Ooh.
For real.
And I was like,
can
oh,
feel
I
it.
like that.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as we go out into this world, you know,
Damn.
being masculine or being a man, we out here trying to protect everything. And then when we get home, we need that healing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, babe, I just had a rough ass day. I just had a rough ass moment.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna be there for me?
Yep.
Is that hard to find in a woman?
That is hard to find in a woman. And I will say that because it's hard to find
Conditioning.
that too. And women been through so much. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes they want you to be a healer too. They want you to reverse the roles. And in a relationship,
Trading
sometimes you
places,
have to know how to like, let me protect, let me heal. You just can't be like solely that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that goes for like anybody though, like at times, like
The balancing act of the energies, right?
Yeah.
Knowing what energy, let me not say feminine.
Yeah, right.
Knowing we gonna use healer and protector.
Yeah.
All right. So knowing when it's your time to show up in that way while she's in the other phase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's what I mean. Like it's a balancing act. So you have to know what energy is needed and what spaces at what time.
Yeah.
And that's the same with her too. Like we possess both energies. So she had to know when to support you. Like when you coming home, you have an emotional day. Cause shit be hard out there, right? You already fighting the world. You don't want to fight when you get home.
Exactly.
So she has to know how to provide support, which is a trait of the masculine.
Yeah.
For your emotions at that time. You gonna step back into your masculine automatically because y'all are solution oriented for the most part. Not all men.
I finna say, but you know, I like how you saying that, you know, but be honest with you, I'm not a protector, I'm a healer. Like
And healing is a form of protection though.
And it is a form of protection, but I'm more of a healer. Like I just come from that, like, you know, you're gonna go through what you're gonna go through, and I'm gonna help you get through the shit. So I mean, everybody got that role. What would you say? You're a protector or a healer?
I'm a both. I'm a healer more so though. I'm a healer more so.
What about
Definitely both.
Yeah.
Overprotective at times, but definitely a healer.
Yeah. I mean, and what's crazy is that I feel like as a man, society like makes you a protector. Like they automatically assume like you're a protector, you're a leader.
Yep.
And
Y'all
that's not
boxing
always the case, though. That's not always the case. And that's what you say, come in with that role. Like, damn, let me find somebody that equally balance me, like, that makes me feel like I can actually heal them or actually, like, protect them. And it's just like a scale. It goes up and down. Like, it's no, like, one-sided to me. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Definitely a balancing act. But both parties gotta be open to like really understanding what that look like for one another though.
Yeah.
And we often come in with these ideas and we put these ideas off on that person and it's like, how can
It's on you.
Yeah, like how can we really address the issues if I don't know to address, like I don't know where you at.
Yeah, I was just telling the girl that I'm dating, I'm like, man, you know, we have these ideas of perfection. Like a perfect person for us. And the moment that person does something like outside of our perfect person, it's like, man, I don't know if this can work.
Guilty.
Exactly.
I'm guilty.
Are you?
Definitely guilty of that.
Yeah.
I watched too much TV growing up. Like Martin and Gina was damn near my idea. Like I wanted that type of, you know what I mean, relationship dynamic. So yeah, it used to throw me off a lot. Like,
have you ever watched Martin and Gina as you was growing though? Like, did you like watch stuff when you was a child and now watch it when you grown?
Yeah.
Like
now you see everything. Yep.
You like, God.
Yeah, I was. You know, I was watching pure lenses.
Yeah.
I was innocent. It was.
Yeah.
I was about to say something, but I forget.
Yeah.
I forget.
Do you feel like what you went through with the young lady who left for a stud? do you feel like you brought that into your most recent relationship? Were you like over watching her friendships with women?
It's always there. I'm not more so like, now that you mention it, it's crazy because it's like obsession. Now that you mention it, I'm probably gonna do it now. But it's never like
That
a
ain't
really
the goal.
like a, you know, but it's always in the back of my head, like, oh, she messing with a girl.
Dang.
You know, but.
And you think that's going to go on until the end of time?
I think it's gonna go on for a time because it happened to me. You know, we are what we experience at times.
Mm-hmm. So, would you say that you over it?
Yeah. I'm over it, but you know, it was a part of that hurt that I probably like. You know, who made me who I am or what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's some guys that haven't experienced that and don't know that experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would like to be one to be like, oh, I went through that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think that a woman leaving a guy for a woman would affect y'all.
Really?
Never. I for real. I always thought it was the other way around. Like, cause I've seen masculine. I seen studs.
Right.
Just kind of like lose themselves when they woman left them for a man.
For a man. Is that more common? I'm sure that's more common, right?
I don't know.
Or we don't know.
I ain't gonna say it's more common. Not today, I don't think. Back when I
Well, we've been losing.
Have you lost somebody to a man?
It's a balance.
Now what they do
Have
after,
I ever lost someone to lost them to them?
No.
Yeah.
You did?
No.
They go
I
to
don't
me
know.
after we break up because they
Okay.
threaten me with it anyway.
Yeah.
But like leaving me for a man,
Yeah.
never had that.
Yeah.
No, not leave me for them.
But they definitely were like, I'm not. If this don't work, I'm dating men. Bye.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but
I
guess,
feel no type of way. I understand our difference.
Yeah.
I do. It's not what a man could do for you that I can't. Like I understand our differences, so that's never a question.
Yeah.
If you want a man, you want a man. I'm not a man.
That's true. But like I said, it was more so like a ignorance and bias to me at first.
Yeah.
But then you know, the emotions get involved, and it's like lose someone that you like love and deeply care about.
Yeah.
From like an unexpected situation. I won't say it's like almost like death, but you know, it's like, you know, something's getting taken away from me that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
To happen.
I'm sitting here trying to think if they ever just left and went back to.
Yeah, I think you would have remembered that. So when y'all dipped back and had y'all little one night now you said that she continued on that path.
Yeah.
Why would you say that and she dipped back and let you in the walls?
I don't know. I don't know. She just, I guess.
You special?
I was special. I guess I was special. But yeah, I guess I was special.
I think she wanted, I can't speak, I ain't never met the lady. But I think she wanted it to work with you, but I think she couldn't fight herself anymore, like her truth anymore. Because we're talking about 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years? That's an investment.
Like 2 years.
That's about 2 years.
Yeah. So I wouldn't just write it off like you wasn't special to her.
I don't know, because people just so open to stuff these days. Like, I don't know if it was her truth, but or if it was an experience. Or a 2-year experience or however long experience it is. Like, I don't keep tabs on her like that now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess she.
So we had a guest on the show. She went back to men. And she said the reason why she dated studs was because we gave her both the boy feel and the emotional side of a woman. So it was like the balance in one
there
being.
Go my answer right there.
Yeah.
There go my answer.
But then stop dating us because we got too emotional.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Which is
women-
understanding.
Women
yo.
don't know
Which
what
is
they
understanding.
want. It's easy to like say certain things.
Yeah, because
It's-
I mean, like,
It's so many things that play in our head. You can't really just like. It's hard to like.
be one way.
You ever seen
I ain't got no comment.
a meme where there was like reading a guide on women and the book was like super tough. How to please a woman.
Yeah.
Like that's serious.
It's
Because we go
real.
through so many like phases. You know what I mean?
And you're speaking for yourself too.
Yeah, for myself too. We go through so many I get bored with women. When they said women get bored, that's the reason why a lot of relationships don't work or they step out and cheat. I get bored.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm at that, not that age, but like at that space in my life where it's like, okay, this is what I want and I'm going to hold myself to that. It's not really a bored thing because shit, I'm bored now because I'm locked in on everything that I got going on. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, I've been getting that too.
Okay.
So it's a settling, not settling, but like a settling down space when like my mind not all over the place. I don't need too much. You know what I mean? Like, I could find, we do exciting things in the crib or we can step outside sometimes or I'm constantly just feeding my mind with like different things. So I'm constantly growing. I think that helps the relationships too. You know what I mean? Like each individually growing and then y'all growing together. It's like life ain't boring. It's so much to learn. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's so much to do. But you gotta have that person you want to do this thing called life with. You can't be spreading your energies like that.
And that's hard. That's hard.
It's hard. You say it's like you say you can't be spreading your energies like that, and it's most definitely you can't. But when you out, I'm single, so I'm trying to meet people. It's hard to not spread your energies because I give my authentic self to everybody. Whatever percentage of it they get, they're still gonna get me though. Yeah. So it's hard to not spread my energies with these different people.
No, we got our labs are set up differently. Yeah. I don't have the capacity. I don't. Our labs are set up different. You know what I mean? So yeah, if that's
you
got the capacity for.
You just never know what people going through either. Like
I'm learning that I need to just step back.
I would confuse.
But then you want to be yourself when you step back, right? Yeah. I had a girl I met this weekend. Over the weekend, I met her. We stayed up talking till like 1 a.m. Conversation was just going good. A lot of time. Next day, I get a text like, I should never took your number, overstepped my boundaries. It was nice having a conversation with you. And I'm just like, what happened? You know, people be going through stuff and they think they want to step out or cancel whatever they had going on. And then they like draw back in the hole like, no, I shouldn't did that. And then you get played, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, do I not be orange? Do I come to somebody false as a lie?
Exactly.
And then when they see the real me, it's like, oh, you're not that person that I thought you was. Because we all could pretend. No, it ain't shit to pretend.
I'm not speaking from that space. I'm speaking more from like, I don't want to entertain different people. I don't want to spread my energy like that. Okay. And I also don't want to be easily accessible like that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I meant. Like I don't have the capacity. First of all, I'm confused y'all stories. You gonna know I'm
right.
And nobody got time to be remembering all that. We just talked about this is happening in your life, you know.
So you saying like you rather be more like selective, like who you give your time and space to versus like us being like, hey, I'm single, I'm trying to
but don't get it twisted. I'm trying to be selective too. I think it's a process of the selection too, though.
Oh yeah, so of course.
The initial reaction as to like what I'm going through now, just the initial reactions. I have people that reach out or let me know what they see, what they feeling or whatever. So I take that in. You know, I respond to that. So that's me giving them my energy. My authentic self.
Okay.
So I'm still being selective on if I go the next step with a number or a date or anything like that.
Okay.
You know, I'm still doing that. It's just I feel like I'm still wearing myself thin.
Mhm.
Still, even with the initial process.
Yeah.
And I guess I need to be selective on even that,
Yeah, you do.
you know, because basically that's what you're
Cause
saying.
because they could send numbers and messages
Oh, wow.
all day. If
Yeah.
if it's nothing about you that pulls me in, that makes me want to entertain you, I'm not doing it.
See, for me, I could be like that, but I got abandonment issues, and I always like to feel wanted. And and I'm like, when this person won't give me this energy, shit, I get it from this person. So that's something I struggle with.
I think you should deal with that because that could also translate into situations with people where they feel like they're optional because you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just. I think that
Because you're trying to
a
fulfill
light bulb just went on in
Yeah.
my head. I have abandonment issues.
Yeah, you
Like
do.
no, seriously.
You do.
When if I'm talking to somebody, I'm done. We're not talking. That's off. I have to
Entertain somebody.
entertain something else, and I will go back and entertain
that person,
that
yeah.
too.
Yeah, she would. I never got how she could do that.
Yeah, she always used to say, "Just be by yourself for a little bit." I've done that.
Yeah,
I'll be like,
I've
I
done
did
that.
it
Yeah, I've
already.
done
I did that.
She feel like she did that, but she still have a deeply rooted issue that needs to be addressed. So just because you took time out by yourself, that doesn't mean you use that time wisely to deal with those issues you need to address.
Yeah.
A lot of people be thinking just because they've been single for 2 to 3 years that they actually use that time
That was a
wisely.
cleanse.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, like I said, man, I be needing somebody to care about me. So, and however I feel like that caring is, then I'm gonna experience it.
You want the right one to care?
That's a revelation
Sometimes I
for
want the
me
wrong one to care.
to hear it
That's
come
some
out of somebody
honesty
else's mouth
for your
and to relate
ass.
to it. That's a revelation for me.
So we're gonna wrap this topic up. This is beautiful.
That's crazy.
Your honesty is that's next level. Y'all can learn for real, because a lot of people not honest, and it's hard for people to deal with their shit if they not being honest about how they really feel,
Yeah.
regardless of how it may make you look. But who cares? But I think you should ask us an end question.
Dang. She threw the question at you. This question tonight. Now she's throwing this one at you too.
Right.
No Diddy.
It could be something you was curious about during that time in your life, like dealing with old girl and
Yeah.
just suddenly wanting girls.
Right. So, have you ever felt like y'all could take a woman from a man?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You go me. Girl.
No. Ooh. Go ahead, Nelson.
Okay. I have.
Right.
So I have felt like I can take a woman from a man because I have, and not just the story that I was talking about. I have done that a couple times. So I feel like I can today too.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's the women that make it super obvious. And I have to set those boundaries. Like, hey, be married. Yeah. It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
and I don't say that with like cockiness,
Right.
you know, like that. Because I've experienced it, I can honestly say that I have.
Right.
I can do that.
Do you feel like you could take
Yeah.
a woman from a woman?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have. But I don't know. I mean, and vice versa. I felt like I could take a woman from a man.
Yeah.
So, but and like you said, it's not a cockiness.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more so like that challenge, that desire to like something to challenge you that won't. You know what I'm saying?
Make you go hard.
To make you go hard. Like I know I can get you, and I'm gonna show you that I can get you. So.
challenge. Well, we appreciate you guys watching Orange. We appreciate you being present.
Always,
Thanks for the
always.
Y'all keep commenting, liking, sharing. Y'all want to see us elevate to a better space. Donate.
Donations.
We got new gear.
We do.
The Shellers collection.
Yeah, them dope.
We do.
Say Shansome Young Sheller. Like handsome young fella.
You know what I'm saying?
But we Shansome, the she versions of the he's. We appreciate y'all watching.
Yeah, you ain't got shit to say?
Yeah. Welcome to the Shellersville. Welcome to the Shellersville. Lend us your ear and take a listen. Whether you in the whip, in the bed, or in the kitchen, ease into our conversation and babble higher dimensions. As we tell you our position and show you that we're no different than you. Cause we all connected. When it comes to life and love, we all been affected. We all need self-correcting no matter how you dress it. So turn your TVs and your volumes up and listen to the Shellers' perspective. Welcome to the Shellersville. There's a lot of love in here. You vibing in a different atmosphere. Welcome to the Shellersville, where we live, laugh, and learn, and you delight from the bridges that burn. Welcome to the Shellersville. There's a lot of love in here. You vibing in a different atmosphere. Welcome to the Shellersville, where we live, laugh, and learn, and you delight from the bridges that burn.
Judge Free Zone.